Hi everyone, and welcome back to Simple Understanding Channel. I'm excited to have you here for our CLTD Certified in Logistics, Transportation, and Distribution Preparation course. This is another module of the 9-module series, and I hope you're enjoying the journey so far. To make your studies easier, I've put together some great resources that you can download from the description below. First, a 600-plus page comprehensive ebook guide that covers every aspect of CLTD, from foundational logistics principles to advanced strategies. Packed with real-world examples, case studies, and insights from leading companies, this resource provides the depth you need to master the curriculum. Second, practice with 2,500 questions, covering both theoretical and scenario-based topics. Each question includes a detailed answer explanation, helping you grasp core concepts and practical applications. Third, access 1,850 flashcards with essential terms and definitions, organized by module for quick reviews and easy reinforcement of key concepts. This study package provides everything you need to excel in CLTD, from comprehensive content explanations to practical test-taking strategies. If you find this video helpful, please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Be sure to check out the CLTD playlist for the previous modules and stay tuned for the upcoming ones. Are you ready? Let's get started. Module 9, Global Logistics Considerations, which consist of 4 mini sections, which are Section A, Infrastructure and Systems. Section B, Regulations. Section C, Customs Clearing and Documentation. Section D, Finance and Payment Options / Currency and Tax Considerations. Now let's begin with Section A, Infrastructure and Systems. Overview. Global logistics infrastructure and systems play a critical role in ensuring smooth international trade, efficient transportation, and seamless supply chain operations. Ports, airports, rail networks, and logistics hubs serve as vital nodes that enable the movement of goods across borders. International trade routes facilitate cargo flow, while distribution centers optimize inventory management. Free trade zones, FTZs, provide duty exemptions and tax benefits, enhancing trade efficiency. Customs infrastructure and border controls impact clearance processes and regulatory compliance. Technological advancements such as IoT, blockchain, and AI-driven logistics systems improve supply chain visibility and operational efficiency. Governments play a crucial role in developing logistics infrastructure through public-private partnerships and regulatory frameworks. Trends in smart ports and digital customs are reshaping global trade. Addressing infrastructure gaps is essential for reducing trade barriers and enabling sustainable economic growth. Key topics. 1. Global supply chain infrastructure. Explanation. Global supply chain infrastructure includes ports, airports, rail networks, and highways that facilitate freight movement and trade efficiency. Logistics hubs act as critical connection points in global supply chains. Real company example. DP World operates smart ports worldwide, leveraging automation and AI-driven logistics solutions to improve cargo handling and reduce turnaround times. Expansion. Businesses invest in AI-based port optimization, digital supply chain tracking, and intermodal logistics hubs to enhance freight connectivity, improve efficiency, and reduce supply chain bottlenecks. 2. International trade routes. Explanation. Major trade routes, including maritime shipping lanes, air corridors, and intermodal connections, support global trade by enabling efficient cargo movement between key markets. Real company example. Maersk utilizes the Suez Canal and Trans-Pacific trade routes to streamline shipping operations, reducing transit times and improving supply chain reliability. Expansion. Companies implement AI-powered route optimization, digital freight booking platforms, and predictive analytics to enhance trade route efficiency, minimizing delays and reducing fuel consumption. 3. Global distribution centers. Explanation. Distribution centers play a crucial role in supply chain efficiency, enabling inventory management, order fulfillment, and regional distribution optimization. Real company example. Amazon strategically places distribution centers near key markets to enable same-day delivery and reduce logistics costs. Expansion. Businesses leverage automated warehouse management systems, WMS, robotics, and AI-driven demand forecasting to enhance distribution efficiency and improve order accuracy. 4. Role of free trade zones, FTZs. Explanation. Free trade zones, FTZs, offer tax benefits, duty exemptions, and strategic placement to facilitate international trade and manufacturing activities. Real company example. Dubai's Jebel Ali Free Zone, JAFZA, attracts global businesses by offering streamlined customs procedures and duty-free incentives. Expansion. Companies use FTZs for just-in-time inventory management, automated customs processing, and AI-powered trade compliance solutions to improve efficiency and cost savings. 5. Customs infrastructure and border controls. Explanation. Customs infrastructure and border controls regulate cross-border trade, ensuring compliance with import-export regulations and facilitating efficient clearance processes. Real company example. UPS integrates AI-driven customs clearance technology to expedite shipments and reduce processing times in international logistics. Expansion. Businesses adopt blockchain for secure trade documentation, AI-driven risk assessment for customs compliance, and automated cargo screening to improve border efficiency. 6. International freight networks. Explanation. International freight networks integrate ocean, air, rail, and intermodal transport systems to enable seamless global cargo movement. Real company example. FedEx operates an extensive multimodal freight network, combining air and ground transportation for faster international delivery solutions. Expansion. Companies use AI-driven logistics management, predictive cargo tracking, and automated freight coordination to improve international freight network efficiency and reduce transit times. 7. Technology and global logistics systems. Explanation. Digital transformation in logistics includes IoT, blockchain, and AI-driven solutions to improve visibility, automation, and security in supply chain operations. Real company example. DHL integrates IoT-enabled sensors and AI-powered analytics to track shipments in real time, optimizing delivery accuracy and reducing losses. Expansion. Businesses implement cloud-based logistics platforms, real-time tracking solutions, and AI-based demand forecasting to enhance supply chain agility and efficiency. 8. Global Warehouse Management Systems, WMS. Explanation. Warehouse management systems, WMS, optimize inventory tracking, automate workflows, and improve order fulfillment accuracy across global supply chains. Real company example. Walmart employs AI-powered WMS to streamline inventory management, ensuring real-time stock visibility and reducing warehouse inefficiencies. Expansion. Companies adopt cloud-based WMS, robotics, and automated picking technologies to enhance warehouse productivity and scalability in global distribution. 9. Challenges in cross-border logistics. Explanation. Cross-border logistics face challenges such as regulatory compliance, complex documentation, and political risks that impact trade efficiency. Real company example. Alibaba overcomes international trade barriers by implementing automated customs clearance and AI-driven trade compliance tools for seamless global transactions. Expansion. Businesses use digital trade compliance platforms, automated document verification, and predictive analytics to streamline cross-border logistics operations and reduce delays. 10. Global transportation corridors. Explanation. Global transportation corridors, such as the Belt and Road Initiative and Trans-Pacific trade lanes, improve trade connectivity and logistics efficiency. Real company example. China's Belt and Road Initiative enhances global trade by developing infrastructure and multimodal transport networks across key international trade routes. Expansion. Companies leverage AI-powered corridor planning, automated freight scheduling, and smart logistics hubs to optimize transportation along major trade corridors. 11. Risk management in global infrastructure. Explanation. Risk management in global logistics infrastructure mitigates threats such as natural disasters, geopolitical instability, and security breaches that disrupt supply chains. Real company example. Maersk deploys AI-powered risk assessment models to predict supply chain disruptions, optimizing contingency planning and operational resilience. Expansion. Companies implement blockchain-secured trade documentation, real-time cargo tracking, and automated risk mitigation strategies to enhance global logistics stability and reduce disruption risks. 12. Green logistics infrastructure. Explanation. Sustainable logistics infrastructure focuses on carbon-neutral supply chains, energy-efficient warehouses, and alternative fuel technologies to reduce environmental impact. Real company example. DHL invests in green logistics initiatives, including electric delivery fleets and carbon offset programs, to enhance sustainability in global supply chains. Expansion. Businesses leverage AI-driven emissions tracking, renewable energy-powered warehousing, and eco-friendly transportation solutions to improve sustainability in logistics infrastructure. 13. Role of governments in logistics systems. Explanation. Governments shape logistics infrastructure through regulatory frameworks, public-private partnerships, and trade policy development to enhance economic growth and supply chain efficiency. Real company example. The European Union invests in multimodal transport networks, improving cross-border trade and logistics connectivity across member states. Expansion. Companies collaborate with government agencies, adopt smart custom solutions, and leverage AI-powered trade policy analysis to optimize compliance and logistics planning. 14. Trends in global logistics infrastructure development. Explanation. Emerging trends include smart ports, digital customs processing, and AI-powered freight optimization to improve logistics efficiency and reduce bottlenecks. Real company example. DP World pioneers smart port technology, automating container handling and using AI to enhance logistics flow at global maritime hubs. Expansion. Businesses invest in digital freight platforms, automated supply chain analytics, and predictive logistics planning to streamline infrastructure management and improve trade efficiency. 15. Impact of infrastructure gaps on global trade. Explanation. Infrastructure gaps in developing economies hinder trade efficiency, increasing costs and delays in global supply chains. Real company example. The World Bank's Global Infrastructure Facility supports investment in logistics networks, improving trade capacity in emerging markets. Expansion. Companies invest in AI-driven infrastructure mapping, automated trade route planning, and public-private partnerships to address logistics infrastructure disparities and enhance global trade connectivity. Summary. Risk management, sustainability, and government policies shape global logistics infrastructure. Businesses adopt AI, blockchain, and automation to optimize trade efficiency and supply chain resilience. Addressing infrastructure gaps and investing in digital freight solutions enhance connectivity, ensuring efficient and sustainable logistics networks for future global commerce. Let's take a small practice test for Section A. 1. Which global trade route is the most critical for connecting Asia and Europe via maritime shipping? A. Panama Canal. B. Suez Canal. C. Arctic Sea Route. D. Trans-Pacific Route. Correct answer: B. Suez Canal. Explanation: the Suez Canal is a key maritime trade route connecting Asia and Europe, significantly reducing transit times compared to alternative routes. 2. A company wants to optimize its global supply chain by reducing customs delays. Which technological solution will be most effective? A. Blockchain-based customs documentation. B. Traditional paper-based trade agreements. C. Manual customs inspections. D. Increased physical storage capacity. Correct answer: A. Blockchain-based customs documentation. Explanation: blockchain technology enhances supply chain transparency and reduces delays by automating and securing customs documentation. 3. Which infrastructure investment would most improve multimodal transport efficiency in global logistics? A. Developing integrated rail and port connections. B. Increasing highway tolls to manage congestion. C. Reducing air freight capacity. D. Eliminating warehouse automation systems. Correct answer: A. Developing integrated rail and port connections. Explanation: integrating rail and port infrastructure enhances multimodal logistics efficiency by enabling smoother cargo transfers between transport modes. 4. A company shipping goods through multiple countries faces delays due to complex customs processes. What strategy can best reduce these delays? A. Utilizing free trade zones, FTZs. B. Avoiding customs declarations. C. Shipping exclusively via air freight. D. Using longer but less regulated routes. Correct answer: A. Utilizing free trade zones, FTZs. Explanation: FTZs offer streamlined customs procedures and duty exemptions, reducing delays and improving trade efficiency. 5. Which global logistics trend is expected to have the most impact on supply chain efficiency in the next decade? A. Expansion of digital freight platforms. B. Increased reliance on paper-based documentation. C. Reduction of logistics technology investments. D. Slower integration of automation in warehouses. Correct answer: A. Expansion of digital freight platforms. Explanation: digital freight platforms improve supply chain efficiency by optimizing cargo matching, reducing delays, and increasing real-time visibility. 6. A logistics company is investing in smart warehouses with AI-powered inventory management. What is the primary benefit? A. Increased reliance on manual labor. B. Reduced supply chain visibility. C. Enhanced real-time inventory tracking and optimization. D. Higher operational costs without productivity gains. Correct answer: C. Enhanced real-time inventory tracking and optimization. Explanation: AI-powered smart warehouses enhance efficiency by optimizing inventory, reducing errors, and providing real-time supply chain visibility. 7. Which factor poses the highest risk to global logistics infrastructure stability? A. Geopolitical instability and trade disputes. B. Reduced trade lane connectivity. C. Increased warehouse automation. D. Declining demand for sustainable logistics. Correct answer: A. Geopolitical instability and trade disputes. Explanation: geopolitical instability, such as trade wars and embargoes, significantly impacts supply chain stability and disrupts global trade routes. 8. How does AI-driven predictive analytics improve global supply chain management. A. By accurately forecasting demand and optimizing inventory. B. By increasing reliance on manual trade processes. C. By removing the need for logistics infrastructure. D. By limiting supply chain visibility. Correct answer: A. By accurately forecasting demand and optimizing inventory. Explanation: AI-driven predictive analytics improves supply chain efficiency by forecasting demand, reducing stockouts, and optimizing resource allocation. 9. Which logistics strategy helps reduce carbon emissions and promotes sustainable supply chain operations? A. Investing in electric freight vehicles. B. Using longer shipping routes to avoid high-traffic zones. C. Eliminating real-time tracking systems. D. Relying exclusively on air freight. Correct answer: A. Investing in electric freight vehicles. Explanation: electric freight vehicles significantly reduce carbon emissions, making them a key solution for sustainable logistics and supply chain management. 10. What is the main benefit of using digital customs clearance systems in global trade? A. Faster processing and reduced customs delays. B. Increased dependency on paper documentation. C. Higher costs with minimal efficiency gains. D. Greater trade barriers for cross-border shipments. Correct answer: A. Faster processing and reduced customs delays. Explanation: digital customs clearance systems automate processes, reduce errors, and expedite shipments, improving global trade efficiency. Section B. Regulations. Overview. Regulations play a critical role in global logistics, ensuring trade compliance, customs efficiency, and supply chain security. International trade compliance mandates adherence to import-export laws, preventing delays and penalties. Customs regulations define clearance procedures, documentation requirements, and tariff classifications. Free trade agreements, FTAs, facilitate reduced trade barriers and cost savings. Sanctions and embargoes impact market accessibility, requiring compliance risk assessment. Trade facilitation agreements streamline customs procedures, reducing transit times. Incoterms define cost allocation and liability in global trade. Regulatory bodies enforce trade laws, ensuring legal adherence. Supply chain security programs, such as CTPAT, mitigate risks of cargo theft and terrorism. Hazardous materials regulations govern safe transport. Intellectual property rights prevent counterfeiting. Ethical sourcing ensures fair labor practices. Environmental laws regulate emissions and sustainability. Data protection laws secure trade-sensitive information. Emerging technologies, such as AI and blockchain, enhance trade compliance efficiency. Key topics. 1. International trade compliance. Explanation: international trade compliance ensures that businesses adhere to global import-export laws, reducing legal risks and operational disruptions. Real company example: Maersk integrates AI-driven compliance tracking to ensure cargo meets international regulations, reducing delays and penalties. Expansion: companies leverage automated compliance software, real-time regulatory updates, and blockchain-secured trade documentation to enhance trade compliance and mitigate risk. 2. Customs regulations and procedures. Explanation: customs regulations establish clearance requirements, documentation standards, and tariff classifications for cross-border trade. Real company example: UPS uses AI-powered customs brokerage to streamline documentation and expedite customs clearance for international shipments. Expansion: businesses adopt digital customs platforms, automated HS code classification, and AI-driven risk assessments to improve regulatory adherence and clearance efficiency. 3. Free trade agreements, FTAs. Explanation: FTAs reduce trade barriers, allowing duty-free or reduced tariff access between member countries, improving market competitiveness. Real company example: Amazon leverages USMCA to optimize North American trade routes, minimizing import-export costs. Expansion: companies use AI-driven trade agreement analysis, automated tariff classification, and real-time duty calculation tools to maximize FTA benefits. 4. Import and export tariffs. Explanation: tariffs impact the cost of goods, influencing sourcing strategies, pricing structures, and trade lane selection. Real company example: Alibaba adjusts supply chain strategies based on tariff fluctuations to minimize procurement costs and optimize trade compliance. Expansion: businesses implement AI-based tariff prediction models, digital duty calculators, and blockchain-secured tariff documentation to enhance cost control and compliance. 5. Sanctions and embargoes. Explanation: sanctions restrict trade with specific countries, requiring due diligence to avoid legal penalties and reputational risks. Real company example: DHL employs automated compliance screening tools to identify restricted entities, ensuring regulatory adherence in global trade. Expansion: companies integrate AI-powered sanctions databases, automated risk assessment tools, and blockchain-based trade verification systems to prevent non-compliance. 6. Trade facilitation agreements. Explanation: trade facilitation agreements streamline customs processes, reducing paperwork and transit times, improving global trade efficiency. Real company example: the WTO's Trade Facilitation Agreement enables DHL to expedite customs clearance, reducing delays and improving global supply chain performance. Expansion: businesses implement AI-driven trade documentation processing, automated customs pre-clearance, and digital trade platforms to enhance trade facilitation agreement compliance. 7. Incoterms and global logistics. Explanation: Incoterms define responsibilities, cost allocation, and risk management for buyers and sellers in international trade transactions. Real company example: FedEx integrates Incoterms into digital shipping platforms, ensuring accurate contract terms and risk mitigation in cross-border logistics. Expansion: companies use AI-powered contract analysis, automated cost allocation tools, and blockchain-secured trade agreements to optimize Incoterms application. 8. Regulatory bodies governing trade. Explanation: global regulatory bodies such as the WTO, WCO, and national customs authorities enforce trade policies and compliance requirements. Real company example: the WCO partners with UPS to implement modern customs procedures, improving trade compliance and security. Expansion: businesses utilize AI-based compliance tracking, regulatory intelligence platforms, and automated reporting tools to ensure adherence to global trade regulations. 9. CPAT and supply chain security. Explanation: CPAT enhances cargo security by mitigating risks of theft, smuggling, and terrorism through supply chain vetting. Real company example: Walmart participates in CPAT, using supply chain audits and real-time cargo monitoring to improve shipment security. Expansion: companies integrate blockchain-based cargo verification, AI-driven risk analysis, and IoT-enabled security tracking to strengthen supply chain security compliance. 10. Hazardous materials and dangerous goods regulations. Explanation: compliance with IETA, IMDEG, and DOT hazardous materials regulations ensures the safe transportation of dangerous goods. Real company example: FedEx follows IETA dangerous goods regulations, employing AI-driven shipment classification and compliance verification for hazardous materials. Expansion. Businesses use automated compliance checks, AI-based hazard classification, and real-time tracking solutions to improve hazardous materials transportation safety. 11. Intellectual property rights and trade. Explanation. Intellectual property rights protect trademarks, patents, and copyrights, preventing counterfeiting and ensuring legal trade practices. Real company example. Amazon partners with global customs agencies to prevent counterfeit goods from entering its supply chain, enforcing strict intellectual property compliance. Expansion. Businesses deploy AI-powered counterfeit detection, blockchain-secured product authentication, and customs collaboration to enhance intellectual property protection and trade. 12. Ethical sourcing and compliance. Explanation. Ethical sourcing ensures supply chains adhere to labor laws, human rights policies, and fair trade standards. Real company example. H&M implements ethical sourcing initiatives, conducting audits to ensure suppliers comply with fair labor practices and sustainability policies. Expansion. Companies leverage blockchain for transparent supply chains, AI-driven supplier audits, and automated compliance tracking to uphold ethical sourcing standards. 13. Environmental regulations in global logistics. Explanation. Environmental regulations enforce emissions reductions, sustainable logistics practices, and compliance with global climate policies, such as the IMO sulfur cap. Real company example. Maersk adopts low-sulfur fuels and energy-efficient shipping technologies to meet international emissions reduction targets. Expansion. Businesses implement AI-driven emissions tracking, carbon offset programs, and green logistics strategies to comply with environmental regulations. 14. Data protection laws in supply chains. Explanation. Data protection laws regulate how businesses handle customer, supplier, and logistics data, ensuring security and compliance with standards like GDPR. Real company example. FedEx integrates AI-powered cybersecurity protocols to safeguard customer data and ensure compliance with global data privacy regulations. Expansion. Companies utilize blockchain for secure data transactions, AI-driven risk assessment, and real-time cybersecurity monitoring to protect supply chain information. 15. Technology and AI in trade compliance. Explanation. AI and technology automate trade compliance, ensuring real-time regulatory updates, digital customs processing, and automated document verification. Real company example. DHL integrates AI-driven customs clearance systems, reducing processing times and enhancing compliance accuracy for international trade. Expansion. Businesses adopt machine learning-based trade compliance software, predictive regulatory analytics, and blockchain-secure documentation to streamline compliance operations. Summary. Intellectual property protection, ethical sourcing, and environmental regulations shape global logistics. Data security and AI-driven compliance automation enhance trade transparency. Companies integrate blockchain, predictive analytics, and automated auditing to improve regulatory adherence. Future trends focus on AI-powered compliance tracking, digital customs automation, and sustainability-driven trade policies to optimize global supply chains. Let's take a small practice test for Section B. 1. A company imports machinery from Germany to the United States under an FTA. What primary document must be submitted to claim preferential tariff treatment? A. Bill of lading. B. Certificate of origin. C. Commercial invoice. D. Packing list. Correct answer. B. Certificate of origin. Explanation. Under free trade agreements, FTAs, a certificate of origin is required to claim preferential tariff treatment, proving that goods qualify under the agreement's rules of origin. 2. Which international body is responsible for setting global customs standards and trade facilitation guidelines? A. World Trade Organization, WTO. B. International Chamber of Commerce, ICC. C. World Customs Organization, WCO. D. United Nations, UN. Correct answer: C. World Customs Organization, WCO. Explanation: the World Customs Organization, WCO, develops global customs standards, including the harmonized system for tariff classification and trade facilitation programs. 3. A company ships hazardous chemicals internationally. Which document must be included to comply with transport regulations? A. MSDS Materials Safety Data Sheet. B. Certificate of Origin. C. Export License. D. Letter of Credit. Correct answer: A. MSDS Materials Safety Data Sheet. Explanation: an MSDS Materials Safety Data Sheet is required for hazardous materials shipments, ensuring proper handling, transport, and emergency response compliance. 4. How does CPAT, Customs Trade Partnership Against Terrorism, benefit a company's supply chain operations? A. Reduces customs duties. B. Speeds up customs clearance for certified companies. C. Eliminates the need for export documentation. D. Exempts companies from trade sanctions. Correct answer: B. Speeds up customs clearance for certified companies. Explanation: CTPAT is a voluntary security program that grants faster customs clearance and reduced inspections for certified companies, improving supply chain efficiency. 5. A business wants to ensure compliance with GDPR when handling customer data in cross-border trade. What is a key requirement? A. Storing all customer data in paper format. B. Obtaining explicit consent for data processing. C. Transmitting data only via email. D. Avoiding data transfers outside the EU. Correct answer: B. Obtaining explicit consent for data processing. Explanation: GDPR requires businesses to obtain explicit consent before processing personal data, ensuring compliance with data protection and privacy regulations in global trade. 6. Which Incoterm places maximum responsibility on the seller, covering shipping, duties, and import clearance? A. EXW, Xworks. B. FOB, Free On Board. C. DDP, Delivered Duty Paid. D. CIF, Cost, Insurance, and Freight. Correct answer: C. DDP, Delivered Duty Paid. Explanation: DDP, Delivered Duty Paid, places the highest responsibility on the seller, who must handle shipping, insurance, duties, and import clearance for the buyer. 7. A company exports electronic devices to a country under a strict embargo. What is the most appropriate compliance action? A. Apply for a specific export license. B. Ship under a different company name. C. Use a third-party country for re-export. D. Proceed with the shipment if the customer agrees. Correct answer: A. Apply for a specific export license. Explanation: under trade sanctions and embargo laws, exporting to restricted countries often requires a specific export license to ensure legal compliance. 8. How does blockchain technology support regulatory compliance in global trade? A. Eliminates the need for customs documentation. B. Enhances transparency and reduces fraud. C. Allows businesses to bypass regulatory controls. D. Replaces traditional shipping methods. Correct answer: B. Enhances transparency and reduces fraud. Explanation: blockchain technology enhances transparency by providing an immutable record of transactions, reducing fraud, and improving regulatory compliance in trade operations. 9. A shipment is delayed due to customs classification disputes. What proactive measure can reduce this risk? A. Requesting an advance ruling from customs authorities. B. Using multiple tariff classifications. C. Underdeclaring the shipment value. D. Avoiding customs declaration altogether. Correct answer: A. Requesting an advance ruling from customs authorities. Explanation: an advance ruling from customs provides pre-approved classification, reducing delays and disputes in tariff assessments during import clearance. 10. Which trade facilitation measure helps reduce logistics bottlenecks and customs delays? A. Automated customs clearance systems. B. Higher import duties. C. Increased manual inspections. D. Restricting trade agreements. Correct answer: A. Automated customs clearance systems. Explanation: automated customs clearance systems streamline processing, reducing bottlenecks and facilitating faster movement of goods across borders. Let's take a quick break. Now's the perfect time to show some love. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video. Your support keeps us fired up and ready to keep bringing you more awesome content. Section C. Customs Clearing and Documentation. Overview. Customs clearing and documentation are essential for facilitating global trade, ensuring compliance, and reducing risks associated with cross-border transactions. Effective customs management minimizes delays, enhances efficiency, and ensures regulatory adherence. Key documents such as the Bill of Lading, Commercial Invoice, and Certificate of Origin support customs processing. Harmonized System HS codes standardized product classification for accurate duty assessments. Customs brokers manage compliance and communication between shippers and authorities. Digital solutions, such as electronic customs filing, streamline processing and improve transparency. Incoterms define customs responsibilities, while bonded warehousing optimizes duty deferral. Trade compliance programs prevent fines and penalties, enhancing supply chain resilience. Advanced technologies, including AI and blockchain, are transforming customs clearance efficiency. Future automation trends focus on real-time customs processing and AI-driven risk assessment to improve global trade operations. Key topics. 1. Role of customs in global trade. Explanation: customs agencies facilitate international trade by enforcing regulations, assessing duties, and ensuring compliance with import-export laws, preventing fraud and illicit activities. Real company example: Maersk partners with customs authorities to implement digital clearance solutions, reducing processing times and enhancing trade efficiency. Expansion: businesses integrate AI-driven customs compliance software, automated duty calculations, and real-time cargo tracking to optimize trade efficiency and regulatory adherence. 2. Key customs documents. Explanation: essential customs documents, including the Bill of Lading, Commercial Invoice, and Certificate of Origin, support trade transparency and regulatory compliance. Real company example: DHL digitizes customs documentation, reducing paperwork errors and accelerating cross-border shipments for global clients. Expansion: companies implement blockchain-secured trade documentation, automated document verification, and cloud-based customs data storage to enhance efficiency and accuracy in customs clearance. 3. Customs clearance process. Explanation: customs clearance involves filing import-export declarations, verifying documentation, assessing duties, and obtaining regulatory approvals before goods are released. Real company example: UPS automates customs filing processes, reducing clearance delays and improving shipment reliability for international freight. Expansion: businesses deploy AI-powered customs automation, predictive duty assessment tools, and digital customs portals to streamline clearance operations and prevent shipment delays. 4. Harmonized System HS codes. Explanation. HS codes standardize global trade classification, ensuring accurate duty assessment, regulatory compliance, and uniformity in tariff structures. Real company example. FedEx utilizes AI-driven HS code classification tools to improve accuracy in customs filings and prevent misclassification penalties. Expansion. Companies implement automated HS code verification, machine learning-based duty assessments, and digital classification databases to enhance customs compliance. 5. Tariffs, duties, and taxes. Explanation. Tariffs, duties, and taxes impact trade costs, influencing sourcing decisions, pricing strategies, and profitability for businesses engaged in global commerce. Real company example. Amazon adjusts global sourcing strategies based on tariff fluctuations, optimizing cost efficiency and trade compliance. Expansion. Businesses integrate AI-powered tariff forecasting, digital duty calculators, and blockchain-secured duty reporting to improve cost management and regulatory adherence. 6. Customs brokers and their role. Explanation. Customs brokers facilitate international trade by managing documentation, ensuring regulatory compliance, and communicating with customs authorities to expedite clearance. Real company example. Expeditors International provides customs brokerage services, leveraging digital platforms to enhance accuracy and efficiency in trade compliance. Expansion. Businesses integrate AI-driven customs brokerage software, automated duty tracking, and real-time compliance monitoring to optimize customs operations and reduce delays. 7. Incoterms and customs clearing. Explanation. Incoterms define the responsibilities of buyers and sellers in international trade, affecting customs clearance processes and cost allocation. Real company example. UPS incorporates Incoterms in its logistics platforms, ensuring accurate documentation and efficient customs handling for global shipments. Expansion. Companies use AI-based trade agreement analysis, automated customs cost allocation tools, and blockchain-secured contract validation to streamline Incoterms compliance. 8. Electronic customs filing e-customs. Explanation. E-customs automates trade documentation, enabling paperless transactions and faster customs processing through digital customs portals. Real company example. FedEx utilizes electronic customs filing to streamline import-export processes, reducing clearance times and improving shipment reliability. Expansion. Businesses adopt cloud-based e-customs platforms, AI-driven digital customs processing, and automated regulatory compliance checks to enhance efficiency in global trade operations. 9. Trade compliance and risk management. Explanation. Effective trade compliance and risk management minimize fines, penalties, and delays in customs clearance while ensuring regulatory adherence. Real company example. DHL deploys AI-driven compliance monitoring to detect trade risks and prevent regulatory violations in global logistics operations. Expansion. Companies leverage blockchain-secured compliance records, predictive risk assessment tools, and automated trade verification systems to enhance customs security and compliance. 10. Customs inspections and audits. Explanation. Customs inspections and audits ensure adherence to import-export regulations, verifying the accuracy of declarations and preventing fraud. Real company example. CMA-CGM collaborates with customs agencies to implement automated cargo scanning and AI-driven risk assessments, expediting inspections and reducing shipment delays. Expansion. Businesses implement real-time cargo tracking, AI-powered audit risk assessments, and machine learning-based customs compliance analytics to improve inspection outcomes and efficiency. 11. Bonded warehousing and duty deferral. Explanation. Bonded warehouses store imported goods before customs duties are paid, allowing businesses to defer duty payments and optimize cash flow. Real company example. Maersk operates bonded warehousing solutions, enabling customers to hold inventory without immediate customs clearance, reducing financial burdens. Expansion. Companies use AI-driven bonded warehouse management, automated duty tracking, and real-time inventory monitoring to enhance customs compliance and operational efficiency. 12. Authorized Economic Operator (AEO) programs. Explanation. AEO programs expedite customs processing for trusted traders by ensuring supply chain security and regulatory compliance. Real company example. Amazon participates in AEO-certified supply chains, reducing customs delays and improving cross-border shipment efficiency. Expansion. Businesses leverage AI-based compliance validation, blockchain-secured AEO certification management, and digital customs portals to optimize customs clearance efficiency. 13. Challenges in customs clearance. Explanation. Customs clearance challenges include regulatory complexities, documentation errors, and political uncertainties that impact trade efficiency. Real company example. FedEx mitigates clearance challenges using automated trade compliance tools, reducing delays caused by incorrect documentation and shifting regulations. Expansion. Companies deploy AI-driven customs documentation verification, machine learning-based risk assessment, and digital trade policy analysis to overcome customs clearance challenges. 14. Technology in customs clearance. Explanation. Emerging technologies such as blockchain, AI, and digital trade platforms enhance customs clearance accuracy and efficiency. Real company example. DHL integrates blockchain technology to secure trade documentation, improving transparency and reducing fraud risks in customs processing. Expansion. Businesses implement AI-powered trade compliance platforms, IoT-enabled cargo tracking, and predictive analytics for automated customs risk assessments to enhance clearance speed and accuracy. 15. Future of customs automation. Explanation. AI-driven risk assessment, digital customs processing, and real-time compliance monitoring define the future of customs automation, reducing delays and costs. Real company example. UPS pilots AI-powered customs processing to automate import-export approvals, accelerating shipment clearance. Expansion. Companies invest in AI-based trade documentation automation, blockchain-secured customs verification, and digital trade facilitation platforms to drive efficiency in customs operations. Summary. Bonded warehousing, AEO programs, and customs automation streamline international trade compliance. Technology-driven solutions, including AI-powered documentation, blockchain-based customs security, and predictive risk assessment, improve clearance speed and accuracy. Future innovations focus on digital customs platforms and real-time compliance monitoring, ensuring efficient, secure, and cost-effective global trade operations. Let's take a small practice test for Section C. 1. A company is importing medical equipment into the United States. Which document must be submitted to U.S. Customs to ensure regulatory compliance? A. Bill of lading. B. Import license. C. Entry summary, CBP Form 7501. D. Certificate of analysis. Correct answer, C. Entry summary, CBP Form 7501. Explanation. CBP Form 7501, Entry Summary, is a key document required for customs clearance in the U.S., providing details on shipment value, duties, and regulatory compliance. 2. Which customs document is used to certify the origin of goods to qualify for preferential tariffs under free trade agreements? A. Commercial invoice. B. Certificate of origin. C. Packing list. D. Proforma invoice. Correct answer. B. Certificate of origin. Explanation. A certificate of origin is required to prove that goods qualify under an FTA's rules of origin, enabling preferential duty treatment. 3. A company imports goods under customs bond. What is the primary advantage of using a bonded warehouse? A. Avoids import duties permanently. B. Defers duties until goods are removed from the warehouse. C. Eliminates the need for customs documentation. D. Reduces import costs through tax exemptions. Correct answer. B. Defers duties until goods are removed from the warehouse. Explanation. Bonded warehouses allow businesses to store imported goods without paying duties until the goods are withdrawn for domestic use or re-exported. 4. How does the harmonized system, HS, code impact customs clearance? A. Determines duty rates and regulatory requirements. B. Serves as a payment confirmation document. C. Replaces the need for a certificate of origin. D. Only applies to hazardous goods. Correct answer. A. Determines duty rates and regulatory requirements. Explanation. The HS code is used globally to classify goods, determining applicable tariffs, regulatory requirements, and customs duties. 5. What is the main role of a customs broker in the import-export process? A. Manufactures goods for export. B. Handles customs documentation and regulatory compliance. C. Sets international trade policies. D. Issues certificates of origin. Correct answer. B. Handles customs documentation and regulatory compliance. Explanation. A customs broker ensures compliance with regulations, prepares documentation, and facilitates customs clearance on behalf of importers/exporters. 6. A company exporting high-value electronics wants to minimize customs delays. Which compliance program could help speed up clearance? A. Authorized Economic Operator, EO. B. Generalized System of Preferences, GSP. C. Trade Adjustment Assistance, TA. D. Foreign Trade Zone, FTZ. Correct answer. A. Authorized Economic Operator, EO. Explanation. AEO certification provides companies with streamlined customs clearance, reducing inspection rates, and accelerating the import-export process. 7. Which Incoterm places the responsibility for customs clearance on the seller? A. FOB, Free On Board. B. EXW, Xworks. C. DDP, Delivered Duty Paid. D. CIF, Cost, Insurance, and Freight. Correct answer. C. DDP, Delivered Duty Paid. Explanation. Under DDP, the seller is responsible for shipping, customs clearance, import duties, and delivering goods to the buyer's destination. 8. A company faces customs delays due to incorrect HS code classification. What is the best course of action to prevent future delays? A. Use a general classification for all shipments. B. Obtain an advance ruling from customs authorities. C. Rely on suppliers to determine the correct code. D. Avoid declaring the HS code. Correct answer. B. Obtain an advance ruling from customs authorities. Explanation. An advance ruling provides a pre-approved HS classification, reducing customs clearance delays and preventing disputes over tariff rates. 9. Which technological advancement is most beneficial in reducing customs processing times? A. Manual paperwork filing. B. AI-powered customs risk assessment. C. Increased physical inspections. D. Higher import duties. Correct answer. B. AI-powered customs risk assessment. Explanation: AI-powered customs systems enhance risk assessment and automate document processing, reducing clearance times and improving compliance. 10. A company exports perishable goods. Which customs strategy best ensures smooth cross-border delivery? A. Use expedited customs clearance programs. B. Ship without a certificate of origin. C. Declare a lower shipment value. D. Avoid Incoterms to reduce customs involvement. Correct answer: A. Use expedited customs clearance programs. Explanation: expedited customs programs, such as AEO or fast-track clearance, ensure quick processing for time-sensitive shipments like perishables. Section D. Finance and payment options / currency and tax considerations. Overview. Effective financial management is crucial in global logistics, impacting payment processing, currency fluctuations, and tax compliance. International payment methods, including letters of credit and open accounts, ensure secure transactions. Currency exchange risks require hedging strategies to stabilize costs. Trade finance options provide liquidity for supply chain operations. Duties, tariffs, and VAT influence pricing strategies, affecting market competitiveness. Incoterms define financial responsibilities in global trade, while customs duties and tax exemptions optimize cost efficiency. Understanding cost components, such as fuel surcharges and insurance fees, supports financial planning. Cash flow management ensures business sustainability in global trade. Financial risks, including political and non-payment risks, must be mitigated. Digital payments, blockchain, and AI-driven financial forecasting enhance trade security and efficiency. Compliance with financial regulations prevents legal challenges and trade disruptions. Future trends focus on automation, AI-powered tax compliance, and digital trade finance solutions. Key topics. 1. International payment methods. Explanation: global trade relies on secure payment options, including letters of credit, bank transfers, open accounts, and escrow services, ensuring transaction security. Real company example: HSBC provides trade finance solutions, enabling businesses to use letters of credit for secure cross-border transactions and risk mitigation. Expansion: companies integrate AI-driven payment verification, blockchain-secure transactions, and automated invoice processing to enhance security and efficiency in international trade payments. 2. Currency exchange and foreign exchange risk. Explanation: currency fluctuations impact trade costs, requiring businesses to implement hedging strategies and risk management tools to stabilize financial operations. Real company example: Maersk utilizes forward contracts and currency swaps to manage FX risks, ensuring stable pricing in international freight transactions. Expansion: companies deploy AI-powered FX forecasting, automated currency hedging platforms, and digital treasury management systems to reduce financial volatility in global trade. 3. Trade finance options. Explanation: trade finance provides liquidity for supply chain operations, offering solutions like supply chain financing, factoring, and working capital loans. Real company example: Alibaba collaborates with financial institutions to offer supply chain financing solutions, enabling businesses to optimize cash flow and working capital. Expansion: companies integrate AI-driven credit risk assessment, digital trade finance platforms, and blockchain-based smart contracts to streamline trade finance processes and improve liquidity. 4. Duties, tariffs, and import-export taxes. Explanation: duties, tariffs, and taxes impact landed costs, requiring businesses to implement cost minimization strategies for competitive pricing in global markets. Real company example. Amazon adjusts pricing structures based on tariff fluctuations, leveraging trade agreements to optimize import-export costs. Expansion. Companies utilize AI-powered tariff analysis, automated duty optimization tools, and real-time customs duty calculators to enhance pricing strategies and cost efficiency. 5. Value-added tax, VAT, and sales tax considerations. Explanation. VAT and sales tax regulations vary globally, affecting pricing, invoicing, and tax compliance in international trade. Real company example. DHL integrates automated VAT compliance solutions, ensuring accurate tax reporting and adherence to global tax regulations. Expansion. Businesses adopt AI-driven VAT calculation engines, blockchain-secured tax documentation, and cloud-based tax compliance platforms to streamline global sales tax management. 6. Incoterms and financial responsibilities. Explanation. Incoterms define financial obligations, determining cost allocation, risk transfer, and payment terms in global trade transactions. Real company example. FedEx integrates Incoterms into shipping agreements, ensuring clear cost distribution and risk management in international logistics. Expansion. Businesses implement AI-powered contract analysis, automated Incoterms validation, and blockchain-secured trade agreements to optimize financial responsibilities in global trade operations. 7. Customs duties and tax exemptions. Explanation. Duty exemption programs, including free trade zones, FTZs, and bonded warehouses, help businesses defer or reduce customs duties. Real company example. Maersk leverages FTZs to store goods duty-free until final shipment, improving cost management in global trade. Expansion. Companies utilize AI-driven duty optimization, automated customs reporting, and real-time exemption tracking to enhance trade compliance and cost efficiency. 8. Pricing strategies in international trade. Explanation. Businesses use competitive pricing, cost-plus models, and landed cost analysis to optimize pricing in global markets. Real company example. Alibaba adjusts pricing strategies dynamically using AI-driven market analytics, ensuring cost-effective international sales. Expansion. Companies integrate AI-powered pricing engines, automated cost modeling, and blockchain-secured price transparency solutions to enhance global trade competitiveness. 9. Cost components in international freight. Explanation. Freight costs include fuel surcharges, carrier fees, insurance, and customs charges, influencing global pricing and profitability. Real company example. UPS incorporates real-time fuel price tracking and automated surcharge adjustments to optimize freight cost structures. Expansion. Businesses deploy AI-driven freight cost modeling, predictive logistics analytics, and digital freight rate management to improve cost efficiency and financial planning. 10. Cash flow management in global trade. Explanation. Managing cash flow effectively ensures business stability, balancing payment cycles, credit terms, and financing options in international transactions. Real company example. DHL offers trade credit solutions, enabling businesses to manage cash flow while maintaining supply chain liquidity. Expansion. Companies integrate AI-driven cash flow forecasting, automated credit risk assessment, and blockchain-based payment tracking to optimize financial stability in global trade. 11. Financial risk in international trade. Explanation. Global trade exposes businesses to financial risks, including political instability, economic downturns, and non-payment risks from international buyers. Real company example. HSBC offers political risk insurance and structured trade finance solutions to mitigate financial uncertainties for businesses engaged in cross-border transactions. Expansion. Companies implement AI-powered risk assessment tools, automated credit insurance platforms, and blockchain-secure transaction tracking to minimize financial exposure in global trade. 12. Blockchain and digital payments in trade. Explanation. Blockchain and digital payment solutions enhance transaction security, transparency, and efficiency in international trade operations. Real company example. Maersk and IBM developed TradeLens, a blockchain-based platform that secures global trade transactions and improves payment transparency. Expansion. Businesses adopt AI-driven fraud detection, smart contract automation, and digital currency transactions to streamline cross-border payments and reduce financial risks. 13. Taxation of cross-border e-commerce. Explanation. Digital taxation laws require businesses to comply with VAT, customs duties, and tax regulations for international online sales. Real company example. Amazon integrates automated VAT compliance tools, ensuring tax accuracy and adherence to cross-border e-commerce regulations. Expansion. Companies utilize AI-powered tax compliance engines, blockchain-secured transaction tracking, and automated duty assessment tools to optimize global e-commerce taxation management. 14. Compliance with international financial regulations. Explanation. Businesses must adhere to anti-money laundering laws, trade sanctions, and financial reporting standards to avoid legal penalties in international transactions. Real company example. PayPal employs AI-based compliance monitoring to detect fraudulent transactions and ensure adherence to global financial regulations. Expansion. Companies integrate blockchain-based financial auditing, AI-driven compliance verification, and automated trade restriction screening to enhance financial regulatory compliance. 15. Technology in financial management for logistics. Explanation. AI-driven financial forecasting, digital payment solutions, and automated cost analysis tools optimize financial planning in global logistics. Real company example. UPS uses AI-powered financial analytics to optimize pricing strategies, cost structures, and payment cycles for its logistics operations. Expansion. Businesses implement predictive cost modeling, automated financial risk assessment, and cloud-based trade finance platforms to enhance financial decision-making and trade efficiency. Summary. Financial risks, digital payments, and tax compliance impact global trade efficiency. AI-driven fraud detection, blockchain-secured transactions, and automated tax compliance tools enhance financial security. Companies prioritize predictive financial planning, trade finance automation, and AI-powered cost optimization to ensure sustained profitability and resilience in international trade. Let's take a small practice test for Section D. 1. A company exporting to a high-risk market wants to minimize the risk of non-payment. Which payment method offers the highest security? A. Open account. B. Letter of credit. C. Bank draft. D. Consignment payment. Correct answer. B. Letter of credit. Explanation. A letter of credit, LC, ensures that payment is made upon meeting specified conditions, providing security for exporters dealing with high-risk markets. 2. Which financial instrument helps an importer hedge against currency fluctuations when paying for goods in a foreign currency? A. Forward contract. B. Invoice discounting. C. Trade credit. D. Consignment agreement. Correct answer. A. Forward contract. Explanation. A forward contract locks in an exchange rate for a future date, protecting importers from currency fluctuations in international transactions. 3. A company needs immediate cash flow while waiting for international invoice payments. Which financing option is most suitable? A. Trade credit. B. Factoring. C. Letter of credit. D. Consignment agreement. Correct answer. B. Factoring. Explanation. Factoring allows companies to sell accounts receivable to a third party at a discount, providing immediate cash flow while waiting for payment. For a business is importing goods into the EU, which tax must typically be paid upon importation. A. Corporate income tax. B. Value-added tax, VAT. C. Withholding tax. D. Payroll tax. Correct answer, B. Value-added tax, VAT. Explanation. VAT is typically charged on imports into the EU, requiring businesses to pay the tax upon entry unless they qualify for exemptions. 5. Which Incoterm places the maximum financial responsibility on the seller, including duties, taxes, and shipping costs? A. FOB, free on board. B. EXW, ex-works. C. DDP, delivered duty paid. D. CIF, cost, insurance, and freight. Correct answer, C. DDP, delivered duty paid. Explanation. Under DDP, the seller assumes full responsibility for shipping, import duties, and taxes until the goods reach the buyer's location. 6. Which trade finance tool enables a company to extend its payment terms while ensuring its suppliers are paid promptly? A. Supply chain financing. B. Bank guarantee. C. Export credit insurance. D. Customs bond. Correct answer, A. Supply chain financing. Explanation. Supply chain financing allows buyers to extend payment terms while financial institutions pay suppliers early, improving cash flow management. 7. How does a free trade zone, FTZ, benefit a company's financial operations? A. Eliminates customs duties on imports. B. Defers duties until goods leave the FTZ. C. Exempts businesses from all tax obligations. D. Allows unrestricted domestic sales without customs clearance. Correct answer, B. Defers duties until goods leave the FTZ. Explanation. A free trade zone, FTZ, defers duties and taxes until goods leave the zone for domestic consumption, improving cash flow for businesses. 8. A business faces high volatility in currency exchange rates affecting its profitability. What is the best risk management strategy? A. Using a forward contract. B. Paying in cash immediately. C. Avoiding transactions in foreign currency. D. Waiting for favorable exchange rates. Correct answer, A. Using a forward contract. Explanation. Forward contracts allow businesses to lock in exchange rates, protecting them from fluctuations that impact international trade profitability. 9. Which financial risk is most relevant when exporting to a country with strict capital controls? A. Non-payment risk. B. Repatriation risk. C. Tariff risk. D. Supply chain risk. Correct answer, B. Repatriation risk. Explanation. Repatriation risk arises when a country imposes capital controls that restrict the transfer of foreign exchange earnings back to the exporter's home country. 10. Which emerging technology is improving transparency and security in international trade payments? A. Blockchain. B. Manual paper invoicing. C. Cash-based transactions. D. Barter systems. Correct answer, A. Blockchain. Explanation. Blockchain enhances transparency and security in trade finance by providing immutable transaction records and reducing fraud risks. Thanks so much for sticking with me until the end. I'm really glad to have you here. Don't forget to check the description below for links to all the study materials. You'll find everything you need to succeed. Also, be sure to watch the previous modules in the CLTD playlist and stay tuned for the next one. If you found this helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the content and brings more valuable resources your way. Until next time, keep up the great work, and I'll see you in the next module.